The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of any affiliated organizations, employers, or sponsors. This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice.
Okay. Hi, Viral. How you doing? Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Hey man, thanks for inviting. Hey Rishi, what's up?
How you doing, bro? Good to have you on.
Good man, good. The very
Yeah.
lazy day in Mumbai.
Nice, nice. So, Viral,
Yeah,
you basically do marketing for brands, right? So, tell us a bit more
yeah.
about that.
So I do is I consult brands. I help them. I work with brands like Zepto, Swiggy, which are like all big brands in India. So what we do is that we help them to scale their digital marketing platform. Like we help them giving a strategy in paid media, like your Google ads, Meta ads, those things. Then we will run their SEO campaigns to scale them organically. We keep a track of their catalogs on their databases and everything. We help them generating new cohorts, help them festival ads. So we do research for them now. We also started using AI in all these brands. So we are getting into the AI side of the marketing. So we work with brands like this. Then there are different banks. Then there are different sectors of e-commerce web platforms, stuff like that. Yeah. So what we do is we use different kind of tools which we are directly getting from Google sites. Like we remove CDI, BDI, and stuff for brands to understand different markets in India. So CDI, BDI is like basically category understanding of the brand and the brand development index. So how much presence of a brand in a particular state of India is. So it can be like Mumbai can be high with category plus the brand awareness, while in some states of India, like you say some tier two cities like Nagpur, where the category or the brand is not that famous, we will try to bring more awareness in those side of the markets. So we use different tools for those things, which we get from Google as well. Then there are keyword planner which help us to understand which volume, how the people are searching about the brand, what are the downloads they're doing, what are the keywords they're using it. So accordingly we create the whole search analysis which helps us in SEO. What are the different competitors ranking with those brands so we can understand through those metrics as well. Then we give them an agentic AI overview. So we have some of our own tools which we give clients to use them to create blogs for their SEO. Then create more content for them through these platforms of AI. It's basically an agent who works for them directly instead of a human, without a human touch basically. Then there are different tools like GWI, which is based on market surveys done every quarterly basis, and it is updated on the tool. And it's a survey report which we have to understand a human touch of the site, like what are the things that are interesting, what are the demographics, what are the different segments the people are interested in, what movies they watch. So it helps us to target in those platforms like through OTTs or through different platforms of media, like different OTTs. Like in India, we use a lot of people use Geo, a lot of people use Prime, so we can show ads on those. Netflix is a platform we do not touch because they don't have any ads on that platform, so we don't do that. Then we have tie-ups with Spotify, and whenever a person is traveling during the peak hours, we show them ads on those platforms. Because in cities right now I'm in Bangalore, right, for work. So in Bangalore, it's known for its traffic. Like in peak hours, you reach from one destination to another destination, which is might be a 15 minutes road, 15 minutes away, but it might take you up to 2 hours to reach there. So during those time, people we know that they are into Spotify and all. So we show ads of these brands to those people for like that is also done very geo targeting. Like An example, a person is searching for sweaters, so we'll show them sweater ads to those people. Some people who wants to buy watches, so we'll just show ads of watches. So it's all marketly placed in different campaigns according to different segments of people. So we use those ads. So we understand the cohorts. Basically, we create cohorts and we run ads on those. So this is what basically things we do. So these are some tools.
Yeah, so I mean, you mentioned like at the beginning, companies like Zepto and Swiggy, and these are quite established brands. So what's the differences in your approach between like established brands like those and let's say like a new company that's
New.
not as
Oh
well
yeah,
known?
sure. Good. So whenever there is a new entry in the business, we do not tell them that you will be the first in this category because the competitors are very high. So we had worked with brands like uh, Fires, and Fires is a new brand in the segment. It's a broking app. It's basically like Grow, Zerodha, if you guys have might heard. That's also a famous platform in India. They are mostly like they have conquered the market spaces here, right? So what we do is that when they have, so these brands are already doing a few activities. So to understand where they're standing in the market, we run a social awareness audit. So basically, we use tools like Talkwalker, where there is we understand where the share of voice of this brand is there compared with the competitor. Basically, what Talkwalker does is help us to understand what are the people talking about the brand, what is the perspective of the brand to the audiences compared to their competitors also. So it gives us an understanding where to place, what kind of business to pitch to these brands, like in the base of awareness or in base of performance. So people from the study we can understand people are not much talking about it. So the brand is more of awareness. So we start to do the process the same way. So we do is that we'll tell them these are the markets like the CDI, BDI. When it comes to paid, to understand these are the markets where you can bring more conversions, more leads from compared to more tier one cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, where all these big brands are already well established and downloads are there. So depending on new entries, we understand what are the share of voice, what are the matrix, what are the competitors, where are they standing. So there are different digital assets we use on basis of this. We also use a tool which is known as Similar Web. So Similar Web is one of the tools will help us to understand what are the organic visits coming to your brand. Then what are the paid? So if you're doing a paid ad running for the brand, how many visits are coming compared to your competitors? So it gives an accumulation of all the assets. We give a count and we give them a point like this is where you stand compared to your brand on the matrix which we get the data from. So whatever exercise we do is everything data back, and it helps us other the brand itself to understand how they want to approach their brand, how they want to place themselves in the market. Because India in each of the categories, in India basically there are a lot of opportunities also, but there are a lot of competitors also.
Yeah. So I mean, you talked about data. So all those platforms that you use, did they
Mhm.
all provide insights and metrics that help you sort of
Yeah,
analyze
they
how it's
do.
performing?
Yes, all of them. So what we do is that with the insights we get, we also we read a lot of research theories and done by big agencies because they have the proper source of data which is reliable for the brand when they are doing their study as well.
Okay. Okay. And then when you're, let's say, for example, like ads, for example, are you also able to see, the number of clicks that it's got,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then how it's transferred directly to maybe like revenue?
So each plan is made. Uh, all the media plan basically we call a media plan. So all the media plan is basically whenever they are done. So there are specific metrics given to all the plans. So clicks, visit, reach, frequency, conversion, leads are basically your matrix a brand should focus on, and it gives you the numbers like this is where you are standing. with the performance by after running there. These are the metrics which we have covered, and this much is the growth. So all these things plays a role in this. So more and more AI is getting generated now.
And Viral, let me ask you, when it comes to costing for this from your
Mm-hmm.
customers' perspective, some people want it cheaper and can't afford too
Mm-hmm.
much. How do you go about that? So what do you end up doing?
So whenever a brand is coming out, they have a budget given to us. We give them, so with that budget, we'll give them an estimate of, if you are paying this much of amount, this much the matrix will be, because we get the data from the tool with the budgets which they are giving us, and this might be the split month wise which we can show it to them. This might be the seasons where you can have to pay more. Sometimes you have to scale up a little bit in this month. So we give them suggestions that way. So if your budget should be this, if you want to enter this market, if your budget is low, this is what we can provide you. So it depends from brand to brand. So it depends on seasonality also, because India is full of festivals and culture, right? So each month something or another is happening. So in those months we try to push a brand a little bit more. If we see the brand is able to do it, then or else we suggest them not to go with us, and there are other people in the market who might do it for cheaper, like freelancers and all.
Can you like maybe talk us through an example of a campaign that you have worked through? Maybe you don't have to give the name of the company if you don't want to, but like
Mhm.
let's say they came to you with a proposal and then what exactly they wanted and then how you approached it.
So we did it for a brand recently only. We did it for Swiggy. So Swiggy only we gave them. It's okay if I use the brand name. So we gave them different options. Because these big brands basically have a lot of budget. They don't have budget strain in those matters. So we came up with an idea of different seasonality. And India nowadays there are a lot of concerts happening, a lot of bands from international coming, like Lollapalooza is happening, Coldplay is coming, and everything. So we gave those options. Like those time be the period where the young generation, the Gen Z, might be more active on this platform, and you can provide them seasonality show ads during those times. So it gave us a good response in those ways. Then as soon as those things are getting over, there was IPL. So IPL is like a big culture here as well. So those were the time where people actually sit at home and watch your matches. So we give them different categories catalog which we built, and push those categories for the brands from state to state wise. So in Bangalore there might be culture which they are eating or focusing on. Those that will be shown in the particular region compared to a Mumbai, compared to other league. So with the regional language aspects of so in different cities of India, there are different languages being spoken, right? So on those regional languages also we shows them ads, which give us more. It builds more trust and authenticity, and it helps us to convert more of those brands into leads actually.
And do you also use like a lot of let's say like actors or cricketers, for example, to
Yeah,
like promote certain brands?
we
Yeah.
do. So we did it for Kalki. Kalki was an
Uh-huh.
actress in Zindagi Na Milegi. She was one of the
Yeah,
prominent
yeah.
actors. I think so. The company won some award.
Right, right. Okay, okay. And so I'm guessing you have met a lot of famous people.
So I'm in the strategy. So we do the strategy part. We just suggest them all those things, and there are people who do the
Okay,
execution part.
okay, right, right. And then do you also have to like keep in because nowadays people are very sensitive and people get offended for lots of things. So do you also have to keep that into account, like be very careful as to the
Yes,
words you're
yes, we do.
using and then what you're showing and stuff like that?
Yep, we do. So there are many copyright issues and stuff like that happening. So before any when these big actors or influencers are being part of, so there are scripts given to them particularly. So once that is approved, documented, and all, then the shoot and all takes in place.
And then so do you are you also like always trying to keep a lookout on like trends and stuff because like I know based on like popular like memes or
Yeah,
things like that that are you always have to like try and be keep up with the times, right?
yeah, we have to for sure. Trends is like one thing which always need to be updated with. So we use tools like Google Trends. We read a lot of Reddit and stuff, Discord, Twitch. We use all these platforms to keep us updated. So that is what the trend is being more like talk about Twitter. Twitter trends is the one platform which we use. So basically on those trends we create a lot of campaigns, a lot of ideas and all that. So that's
Okay.
what give an interesting insight to a brand that this is the trend which is happening. I think you should do something like this for your brand.
Yeah, yeah, nice, nice. And how many years have you been doing this for?
No, not much. Like two and three years, approx 3 years now.
Okay, okay. Is it something you were always interested in, or
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
okay? Was there like a certain campaign or something like that that you saw that was like, oh wow, like that's what I want to do, or
So it was in the start of the when Red Bull was not that famous, but what they did is that they went to the space and there was the man who was jumped from the space from the moon or something, and while
oh yeah,
falling down,
yeah,
he was drinking this Red Bull and stuff. So that actually boosted my attention with marketing campaigns and how people get so creative with their brand. It gives you wings, basically. That's how it all started. The very
right.
And
famous
Viral,
thing.
do you have something like one of your own ideas that you think, I don't know if you want to share such an aspect, what you would really want to change in the marketing space in India or outside of India, something you think you can do, be it integration of new technology, AI, or something else. What would you change?
Yeah, I want to. I mean, it's to. I'm also exploring learning in the space, but there is definitely like want to start my own AI portal, which gives you data set basically. But it requires a lot of you know uh, thinking and strategy to do now. So in future, maybe yeah, for sure to start something of my own.
Ah, that's amazing. That's amazing. But I think on the marketing side of things, you've given a very good detailed explanation. It's very different to the way things work in other countries, no doubt. I think it's a very complex. You're using a very intense, informative system on your side, and I personally don't have any more questions on the marketing side. I don't know if Rajat has any before we can move to the second.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we can talk about your traveling and stuff because Rishi said that you do a lot of traveling, you said a lot of scuba diving and a lot of adventure sports and stuff like that. So, yeah, tell us about that. Like, how did you get interested in that?
Yeah, and your love for the culture when traveling. So I'm curious on that as well.
So I do a lot of traveling. Yeah, yeah. So whenever I get breaks from my work, so there I go to like this famous places in India, especially for surfing. So I do a lot of surfing that way. So I go to places like Mulki, Goa. So it just give you your like you are just in a different place and you like to meet a lot of new people. So I do solo traveling sometimes to these places. I have friends there as well. So I do surfing and that. Now also I'm getting certified myself in scuba diving because I like like I like more of the water vibes, the beach vibes basically.
How many
And
meters can you go deep?
so in open water, I think so you can go up to 30 meters deep inside water.
Nice, that's pretty good.
So it's basically like an open water course which you have to do. Like there are a few tests which you have to give theory and practical, and basically there is no it's just a group of divers exploring new places inside water. It's just something which I always wanted to do types. So that's what. And besides, like after work, I normally get myself into sometimes gymming or playing football. I play a lot of football, so those things. Traveling, treks, like there are places around which I like to explore whenever I get time. It just gives you a head start from your work, basically.
You travel out of India a lot, or
So this scuba thing now, I'm planning to go to Thailand now. So depends, like mostly around India, somewhere close to India is what I prefer to going instead of taking long trips. So these are just short.
To
Sorry.
complete the scuba, how long does it take to complete like the scuba like
Um,
certification?
the certification takes around 7 days. Like 4 days is
Okay.
your practical inside water, and 3 days is basically theory sessions and all happening. And then you get 3 dives with the professionals. So once you do
Okay.
that, you can go to the advanced, which is like 60 meters deep or something, and then you can create a career out of it. That's stuff like that.
Nice, nice. Are you planning to create a career out of it?
So I'm not planning to make a career, but it's something. Yeah, in future, if I feel like not working in the marketing, then this is what I will do. And surfing. So surfing is just fun, man. It's just fun. Just gives you a relaxing vibe. I mean, it's also like being it's not that famous in India as well, so people are not much aware of it. But it's something which I always like to do it from childhood. So once I got an opportunity to do it here, and then I was like, why not just explore it here?
Nice, nice. And you
And
said you do a lot of like solo traveling as well. Like,
yeah,
is it like, I mean, how have you been like all over India?
not all over India, basically to the south of India. And so basically, what I do is that I have this book which I always carry with me when I'm traveling. And whenever I meet like new people, I give this book to them. So basically, they tell me about their experiences, what they do when they're traveling, what are the main goals, what they feel like when they're traveling alone. And it just helps them me to understand. They can draw on this book, they can write in this book, so it helps me to understand what other people expects and thinking about it when it comes to traveling from their side.
And so this, wait, just can you explain again on that book? Like, as so basically you give it to people you meet, and then
So
they
they
basically
just
write down the
write it.
experience.
Yeah. So the book is basically like about people's experiences when it comes to traveling, what they feel like when they are traveling, and what what are they doing, what are the things which they are learning when they are traveling, and all those things. I just tell them to write. They can draw in this book. They can just share their experiences by writing it out. So those are the things which I just tell them to basically do. So when that is done, I might just publish the book about experience. I won't give names of people, but yeah. So that's what the book is all about.
What's been your favorite place that you've visited so far?
Favorite place which I visited so far. Uh, like in India or outside India?
Yeah, let's do one in India and one outside India.
India, you can say is Mulki was. It's a place in Bangalore, so it's a very tropical place, a lot of nature and stuff. So Mulki is one. Outside India, I mean, depends like what I'm going with family and stuff. Then I've been to Kenya also so many times, wildlife, Masai Mara and stuff. Uh,
N- nice.
Thailand, yeah,
And then Viral, you used to play a lot of chess. You are a good chess champion.
yeah.
How was that? Again, do you still play chess?
I still play chess, yeah.
Nice. Tell us a bit of experience in that.
So there is, I mean, whenever in our breaks also at work, we have this like a chill zone kind of a place where we there are all these board games, and also we play chess with few of my colleagues and stuff. Plus on online things like onlinechess.com. But not that
Nice.
active playing chess that much. But yeah, I would love to get into it. But I
Did you
play a lot
used to
of
play
football. Yeah.
competitive?
No, 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 no. As a child, I played till district in chess, but after that, no. Once I started playing football, and I started playing for, got selected in Tata football and stuff. Though, so I was like more towards football.
Okay,
Okay,
nice.
nice, nice. What was your peak rating? Just
Week rating, I don't know, but I was in the 800s. So I don't know what's the trying to
800.
get.
Okay.
Yeah, so 800 was the target.
Right. Nice, nice. I mean, now in India, chess is, I mean, booming
Yeah,
quite a
yeah.
lot.
You guys play chess
As in, I play online, but I've
online?
only just got into it uh, like a year and a half ago, so I'm quite new.
Yeah, from my end, I only watch Rajat play online when I'm chilling with him.
Same. Yeah,
No, I just wanted to ask also, like, do you have any sort of dream destinations that you want to travel to, like places that you have on your bucket list?
oh yeah, man. I want to go to the New Zealand. So there are this scuba spot that we can get to see orcas and stuff. So that is one spot which I want to go. There is one place in Norway also. I want to see the Northern Lights. So those two things.
Yeah, so Viral, I wanted to ask you both regarding marketing and traveling. Okay, mainly on the marketing side. Any advice you would offer a newcomer into this space who wants to, start in the marketing business?
Once, yeah, sure. So one thing I would say the newcomers is more about the AI, man. So how good you get with your AI and how do you use AI properly in marketing is what you need to like focus on more. So this is what is gonna be in the future. It's all about the AI space.
Okay, I mean,
And
Nice.
actually, can you expand also like a bit more about how like AI is helping you like in your work and
so it helps us to give us insights to basically understand people's perspective, results, and there are so many different tools. So you should know which kind of tool to use exactly in the scenario and stuff. And the good thing about my job is like I can sometimes travel and work both things together. So it's like a digital nomad life. So it helps me to do with both, and it makes your work easier, but also in a very smarter way.
okay, nice, nice. I think yeah, I don't have any other questions from my side. Rishi, any other questions?
No. So usually we have a rapid fire, good 8 questions, just something chilled out, not regarding work,
Sure.
something different. But before we move on to that, would you like to share anything else regarding the marketing side that we may have missed out to ask, or the traveling side as well?
Oh man, you guys pretty much cleared the topics. I feel. But in
Okay,
like yeah,
nice.
I was more about the AI space. AI space is what even I'm trying to get into learning more in the AI space.
So which type of, because like there's so many types. I was just looking at one yesterday. You heard of Sora, which a lot of
Yeah,
people are using. That's under Chat GPT,
yeah,
and it's
for like
video
for
content.
image and video, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the 10-second videos and all.
Yeah,
So it's going to change. I feel it's going to change everything a lot. And if you can master that, then what you'll be able to do will be quite amazing.
yeah. So we kind of use Sora right now. So
Oh, you're using Sora? Wow, wow.
yeah. So there are many other tools like Sora. So you just need to know which kind of result this kind of AI
You
tool
said you
will
said
give you.
VO V2, yeah.
No, no, no. I said there are many tools in the video and image space. Like there is Mid Journey, there is Sora, there is InVideo AI. There are many tools, so you just need to know which of this tool will give you the right results for your brand or your thinking when it comes to an output. That is
Right.
what you
So
need
okay.
to understand and adapt to the AI world as well, because those
Yeah, the
spaces are also
continuously changing.
growing in many ways.
Right, right. No, that you're very right on that, because it is continuously changing, and I feel like sometimes it's difficult to know which one to use for what.
Yeah,
But
what
yeah,
exactly?
that's exactly what you said. Good one, good one. But yeah, sure. We can move on to the rapid fire questions. I'll ask four, and Rajat can ask you four.
Sure.
Can just alternate. So I'll ask you the first one. What's one country you would love to go and say live in if you were to retire or visit?
Bali.
Bali.
Yeah, yeah.
Any reason for Bali?
Reasons is like basically my work space, and you know that it's a place where a lot of people like digital nomads go there, settle there. There is surfing, there is scuba happening there. So everything is in the one place thing, kind of a thing. Plus the nature,
Ah, nice.
low lay back life. So
That's a really nice one, man. I hope that happens. But yeah, Rajat.
Nice. Okay. Question for me is like, if you could meet any three people, dead or alive, who would you want to meet?
I would love to meet uh, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. Just wanted to know how you know they're thinking about the space, the things they're doing.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meet the rich people and find out how they got rich.
So Viral, a slightly uh, deeper question, if you don't mind. So how would you handle setbacks or failures, and if you would be willing to share any?
So setbacks and failures is basically, I mean, what I do is like I understand what is happening wrong, try to understand, talk to some people about it, and take a break if things are not going, or give myself some time. Like just be with yourself, understand how you can grow, improve yourself in those things, and you know, I mean, once you fail at something, you know you are doing something wrong, so you can just make it better by learning what are you doing.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That's yeah, very true, very true, and that's a nice one. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, Rajat.
Yeah. Do you have any like movies or series recommendations that you have for our listeners?
Yeah, I mean, there is this series on, it's known as the Playlist. It's on Netflix. It's basically how Spotify started, and and how they were growing and how they keep maintaining the business. So that is one thing which I would recommend, being in this domain kind of a thing. But yeah, then yeah, that is one thing which I would like to recommend people to watch it.
Very nice. Viral, before I ask the next question, do you watch anime?
Yeah, I do. I do.
So my question is on anime. Which is your favorite anime you would love to watch?
I mean, which is my favorite character or which is my favorite
You can give
anime?
both actually, anime and character.
So my favorite character is Itachi. It's from Naruto, and but not a big fan of Naruto as a show. But it's a good show. But there are like different better shows which I watched in anime, which was more on team building and all those. Uh, Blue Lock, which I watched, then there was Demon Slayer, which I liked a lot, and Vinland Saga was good. Haiku. I wanted to watch this show. I don't know if you guys watched it. Solo Leveling.
Really good, really really good.
Yeah, so that is one show which I want to like like
You named
get
quite a
into it.
few sports animes. You can tell you love your
Yeah.
sports. And also like just as a, it's not part of the rapid fire, but the blue lock concept. I read a post saying they're trying to implement that system in America,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
which is interesting. No, but
yeah.
thanks for that. Right, Rajat.
Yeah. Okay. Nice question from me is what if you could have any one superpower? What superpower would it be?
Teleport, man. Just teleport whenever
Yeah, of course.
whenever I
Yeah, as a
want to.
traveler,
So
yeah,
you
straight to
just
Bali,
go.
straight to New Zealand.
Yeah, just
Initially, when you said you want to go to New Zealand, I wasn't thinking scuba diving. I was thinking Lord of the Rings, but scuba diving
yeah.
works.
It is one of the things which I mean, it depends. Yeah, I know. I mean, a lot of the rings you explore. There's a lot of trekking. There's a lot of nature. But it's very famous spot for scuba diving as well. So people, a lot of documentaries and all happen there.
Very nice, very nice. Um, my last question, actually.
Yeah.
What's one? If okay, do you read a lot of books?
I not much. Like I would love to read books, but I don't get time to read books.
Okay, so let me change the question then. So, what's one quote you would like to give to all our listeners out there? It can be from someone else, or it could be your own quote.
I would say like I'm always doing thing which I cannot do, but in order to learn how to, I might just do it.
Nice. That's unique. That's definitely unique.
Great. Last one from me would be so obviously you're into marketing, and there are a lot of campaigns. What would you say is one of the best marketing campaigns that has taken place, like anywhere in the world in history?
I said right the Red Bull one, which
The Red Bull.
mentioned,
Yeah,
the Red Bull thing. So this is the
yeah.
two brands which I always like to work. One is Red Bull, which I always would love to work with them, and second will be I think so Spotify or even Lego as a brand.
You said Lego.
Lego, yeah.
Oh, that's a very interesting one.
So
Why Lego?
basically, Lego is something which, as a childhood, I used to play a lot. And once I was growing into the space and the marketing as well, I saw how Lego was getting into the pictures of their branding side. For example, famous like in India, F1 suddenly got very famous, and you could actually make your cars, McLaren, and all in Lego. And then there was this gaming industry was booming in India. So you started playing Minecraft and stuff where there were Lego characters. There was this Lego movie which got famous. Like Marvel got famous, Lego introduced their own Lego movie with Marvel characters and all. So I like the way they keep thinking and they keep bringing interesting topics in the industry. So which is what I would like to work with brands like this, which go out of the box and they do something very different.
Yeah, it's
And
actually. Yeah,
if you
sorry.
see, yeah, if you see that pattern of work, how it is like adapting in each of the sectors, in different sectors of market, and they're doing pretty good in that way. So those
Yeah,
are the
nice,
two brands which
nice, nice. You're right, though. I didn't think of it that way. You mentioned even Formula One. I'm assuming you watch Formula One.
yeah. So yeah, sometimes I like a lot of football most of the time. So, but whenever I get
Obviously.
Yeah,
time,
who,
I
which
follow sports.
yeah, which team do you
Same
support?
question.
I support Liverpool.
Okay,
Uh,
we'll end it on that note. But
Which
no
team?
wonder you're
Which
very
team you
happy
guys
this year.
support? I
Us,
know
we're
Richie
I'm
support
enjoying.
Manchester.
no, I'm Chelsea.
Uh,
It's Chelsea,
Which
I'm Man
is
United, but we are
I know.
together in happiness.
Yeah, we are both bad at the moment. So
But you guys just defeated them, man, yesterday or something.
yeah, we beat
You guys are
United,
playing
but
Champions League now. I hope so. You guys win.
yeah, I mean we are. Hopefully, we'll get through. It's still a bit tough because there's Newcastle and Man City as well.
I'm just
So
happy Man City lost yesterday, which was nice. The FA Cup.
Yeah,
yeah.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Nah, man. But yo, Viral, thanks a lot, man, for this.
Anytime.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your insights. That was very interesting. And yeah, hope you explore more places, and then we can maybe talk more about the other places you have traveled to, and it'll be interesting to discuss that. But
Thanks. Anytime.
yeah,
Very
everyone else listening, hope you guys. Yes, you want to say something? No, okay, cool. Everyone else listening, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next episode.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.